They say that heaven is 10 zillion light years away, and just the pure at heart will walk a righteous street someday. They say that heaven is 10 zillion light years away.
Welcome back. Joining us today is a young man that many of you know in the St. Louis area. Known for his excellent performances around town, Brian Owens is a musician extraordinaire with a story to tell. Welcome, Brian. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous.
Thank you for calling me a young man.
Of course. You're still young.
That.
You're still young.
That. Yeah.
When you're on are you on the good side of 50 or the other side?
I'm not even. What's the good side of 50?
Before 50.
Oh yes. If that's what you're considering, then I'm on the good side of 50.
So you're a young
man. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, you have been in the music business both locally and nationally.
Yeah.
So how did you get your start in music?
Church.
I
grew up singing in church. I really wanted to be a basketball player. That's what my dream was when I was in like high school.
Yeah.
Then I got hurt, and singing was something that I always did because I did it in church. Had a mutual friend of our family who was a gigging musician in St. Louis. So when I was like 16 years old, she took me to audition for a party band.
Oh wow.
And at 16, 17, I was doing gigs.
Yeah.
And so that kind of lit the fire a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then once I was making my decisions as to whether or not I was going to go to college and try to play basketball or sing, singing was much lower fruit hanging down from the life tree. So I chose that and been doing it ever since.
And you're very good at it.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yes, you are. I've read the resume. You've been on world stages,
I've been blessed.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yes.
Cool.
And the views on social media are insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video with my dad.
Yeah.
That's a blessing. Yeah.
Yes. So I love this show because it gives us the opportunity to showcase the talent that we have in St. Louis.
Oh yeah, and there's a ton of it.
Yes, and you're one of the great talents that we have here.
I appreciate that because there's a lot of talented folks here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah, but you're one of them. So.
I'll take it.
Know that. Know that. And as I read a story about you, about like different turns you've had in your musical career. You want to kind of tell us a little bit more about that.
I mean, in my 20s, I was like everybody else who, I think is pursuing a music career, and you have ambitions of Grammys and money and touring all the time and all that kind of stuff. And then, the Lord positioned me differently in my life with family and kids, and your ambitions change. And you realize that, there are more important things. And it's not that those things aren't cool. And I'm not saying that those things aren't still attainable for me.
Right.
They're just not the priority.
Yeah.
And so what I get to do now, I tell this to all the young creatives that I mentor, I'm saying, to see them be successful, whole people.
Yes.
Those are my Grammys.
That's
like
true.
that's my Grammy, my Oscar, whatever it is, that's it for me. And so the beauty for me right now is the blessing of being able to still pursue, but to pursue with a purpose that isn't just, can I get this award or can I make this money? It's, what kind of legacy can we leave? How can I use the resources to pour back into the spreading of faith? It's all of these things that you come to realize on the good side of 50.
Right, there you go.
Right. Because when you're in your 20s, it's like, man, I got to do it. In your 30s, you're going, man, I know I want to do it, but I don't know how to do it. And by the time you get to your 40s, you're like, I shouldn't have even tried to do what I was doing in my 20s.
Right.
And now I know how to actually do what I was trying to do in my 30s. So that's where I kind of find myself now. It's a good place to be.
It is, and and I love your unique perspective because I know that the music business can be tragic in some cases for people who, seek after those things.
I think any business can be tragic if you seek after reckless abandon. And what happens is a lot of times musicians and creatives go into a business, but they don't know business. And that's what makes it tragic.
Yeah.
But that would be true for somebody who tries to start any business and you don't know anything about the business side of what you're doing. Like you want to start a restaurant and you're a really good cook, but you don't know about the business. That could be that you will suffer the same kind of tragedy.
That is
and so
true.
I think it's just, you know, kind of like,
It's a holistic.
yeah, it's a holistic perspective that can apply to anything. I just think in my life it's become, you know, true to apply it to what it is I wanted to do. Because the truth is, I can sing without it being my living.
Right.
I can sing in church. I can sing in my house. I can sing with my kids, my wife. Like I can sing just because it's a great thing to do. It feeds the soul.
Right.
I don't have to pursue it as a living.
Right.
But the moment you decide that you want to pursue something as a living, you need to know what the business implications of that are.
Right.
So,
You need to be thoughtful about those things.
Yes.
And you know, and we were talking earlier about how, you know, you're a little different from most local musicians.
Am
like
I?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you're not in the club, you know, you're not in that scene as much, but you do
I have lots of
more.
reasons for that. I'm a father of 8, married.
Right.
I'm not. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. But it stopped being my thing
Yeah.
when I realized that I want to be and I am a concert performer. And so, because of that, I mean, you have to sacrifice your visibility.
Yes.
So I stopped being in situations where I was playing every night at this place or every night at that place, and really just started focus on concertizing.
Yeah.
And like when you see me, you'll see me in certain venues, and other than that, I'm on the road. And so you go from being local to being locally based.
Yeah.
So when I think about my career, and this is true of many people in St. Louis, many artists in St. Louis, we're not local. We're just locally based.
Right. That is true.
And that's by choice.
Yeah.
Like I choose to live in Ferguson. You know, so and a lot of musicians are moving back
Yeah.
because in terms of raising a family and, you know, cost of living.
Right.
Ooh,
Right.
yes.
Yes, the cost of
A
living.
little lower than LA, in New York, you know. So I think I've seen the advantages of pulling back
Yes.
and, you know, redefining a brand as being something that is not exclusive, but you don't see it everywhere.
Well, that's good. That's good. And of course, for the fundraisers, I mean, the nonprofits are blessed to have you in that brand.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Whether it's Beyond Housing or All Among Us, which is out of Ferguson.
Yeah.
And Kids Rock Cancer,
Yes. Kids Rock
which is the one we got coming up May 8th.
Exactly.
I got the date right, May 8th.
Yes, you
May 8th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's going to be an amazing concert. And can you kind of tell us like the theme of the concert?
Yeah, so this year we're going with the theme Mom's Playlist. And so, you know, that's always dope to honor moms. My mom passed away in 2020. So
Sorry to hear that.
yeah. But I'm blessed in it. I know where she is, number one. And then number two, I have so many my other, like, not biological, but just moms in my life.
Yes.
My high school music teacher and we go to the Muni every year together.
Oh, that's
You know, so like my mother-in-law. So just got a lot of great moms in my life. And I think it's gonna be cool to, like, you know, highlight music
Yes.
that highlights women. We're gonna have a lot of songs that have mama in it.
Okay.
But it's gonna be it's a range of things from Dolly Parton to
Okay. Because I was thinking now.
to
what kind of song-
Boys to Men
Yeah.
to you may hear a little Queen. You know, you may hear some Paul Simon.
Yeah.
Some Celine Dion.
Yeah.
It's
'cause
gonna
moms
be
were
good.
young too at one point, right? We weren't
Well,
always
yeah,
old.
yeah. And there's just and there's a lot of songs out there that are written to moms, for moms, by moms.
Yes.
So yeah, and I always love doing these shows because I get to do music that I don't do.
Yes.
So it's always fun to put, you know, some of the best musicians in St. Louis together
Right.
and get to go do that. The last show we did for KRC was we did an 80s show.
Okay.
And that was well received and really fun. So like I'm getting the same band together
Yeah.
with some special guest vocalists and
I love it. I've seen your 80s show.
yeah, that was
I mean,
which one did you see? Did you see the one that my kids were on?
Yes,
Yeah,
I did. Yes. Yes. I said
That
you
was
got
fun.
you got a whole choir.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, so this will be
Yeah.
this will be good, and I love playing at the Sheldon. The Sheldon is
Yes.
like
Right.
my second home. World Chess Hall of Fame now is my first home.
Okay.
But Sheldon is like my second home. I love playing there. I love the room, and
The acoustics are
the
very
acoustics
good.
are amazing. The intimacy of it, so it's gonna be good. So get tickets now.
Yes, get
and
tickets
and
now.
support Kids Rock Cancer. It's a
Right.
great organization. I've been involved with them 10 years?
Oh, wow.
About 10 years now.
Yes.
So yeah, come on out.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for stopping by
Oh, my
and
pleasure.
sharing this with
My
us.
pleasure.
But I do have another question.
Okay.
That was a
Okay.
takeoff, right? Mm-hmm. There are a lot of young musicians who will be watching this interview and watching you. Mm-hmm. What advice would you give them?
Know your business.
Yeah.
Know your business. Find a mentor and actually listen to them.
Yeah.
And don't allow yourself to covet the paths of other people that you see, quote unquote, making it.
Yes.
Because you have no idea what kind of taxes they have to pay on that success.
That is true.
Don't look at your city as a hindrance. Look at your city as the foundation for your potential.
That's it.
If you do that,
Yeah.
if you do that, you can work as a creative and be successful. Be open.
I knew you were going to have some great advice.
Well, I don't know if it's great, but it's worked for me. So take it how you want it.
Yeah. No, I think you have followed a very positive path, and I see you as a role model. Especially in your industry.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Being a family
Amen.
man with values.
Amen.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Brian.
My pleasure.
And I look forward to seeing you at the
Now you gonna be
concert.
there?
Oh, I'm gonna be there.
Oh, it's
for sure.
it's gonna be it's gonna
For
it's gonna be
sure.
good. It's gonna be good.
I'm gonna give you one of my playlists now.
Shoot me some songs. I'm open. I'm open. I haven't solidified. Shoot me some songs.
Okay. Well, take care.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Join First Alert 4's Melanie Johnson and Brian Owens for an unforgettable Mother's Day tribute concert to benefit Kids Rock Cancer at Maryville University. Get tickets today at thesheldon.org.